Finally, doing some Alip Bata. I don't know how you're supposed to say it. It's like fast. Alip Bata? Alip Bata? I don't know. But supposedly this dude is awesome. He's got millions of views. And one of my favorite things in the universe is solo guitar, where you play melodies and chords and bass lines at the same time, which I assume that he is. In case you give a shit, and you probably don't, I been playing guitar for too long. Let's say 20 years is on the low side. That's on the very low side, and I have a master's degree in classical, and I teach at the university level, and all things that don't actually mean that I'm any good, but at least let you know that I've been around the instrument for a long time. So let's go. Sweet Child of Mine, classic, awesome song. And I assume that even though we're watching this, that if we're watching it, and we are, that he's going to be really good. The question is guitar solos, because that shit would be impossible. I don't even know, like, the wah guitar solo. Anyways, let's go. I can tell you immediately a couple of things about this dude. Immediately. One, his left-hand technique is awesome, and how you can tell, in case you ever want to check yourself in the mirror, is whether or not your knuckles are parallel to the fingerboard. In order to do really accurate hammer-on and pull-offs, you'll need to keep your hand parallel. You can play fast as shit with bad technique, but if you want really good hammer-ons and pull-offs, you're going to need that. Plus, he's also holding his bass notes a little longer, so over here when he's using his third finger, he actually held it for a little second longer, which is a nice attention to detail. Let's go. That's pretty awesome. That's a fucking excellent job. His finger, I know he's doing so much awesome stuff, but I'm telling you, if there's one takeaway, you know, you're hearing all this cool shit in the tapping. I'm telling you, the thing that he is excellent on is his finger placement. His finger placement on his fretting hand is perfect. Perfect. I also kind of like how it's weird, things that you think you like until they change. I like that he's not actually using a lot of vibrato. He's only doing it occasionally on these kind of bendy notes. He's doing kind of like a quarter step and back bend for a vibrato only occasionally. And nice slides. Good timing on the slides. There was one of those slide bends, right? Right there. And again. That was sick as fuck. Right there, where he went to slide up and he changed his fingers to maintain the bass notes. That's really good. And it's balance between the voices. What does balance between the voices means? Means the volume level of his bass line chords and melody not only is he playing them, but the balance between them, they're all like a nice volume level. It's a really good arrangement too. I'm assuming that this is his own arrangement. It doesn't really matter if it is or not. I mean, he gets extra brownie points for having his own arrangement, but his execution is awesome. I would say the hardest part. I would say the initial hard part is actually figuring out which key you're gonna play it in. He's using the 3rd fret because he's using a lot of open strings, which is key to making a structure like this work. So I think it's almost like a maze where if you take a couple of wrong turns in your fingering and your arrangement, you end up creating something that's impossible to play. Now, even though what he's doing is impressive, it's obviously not impossible because he's playing it. And so I love dudes who show us a way to execute something we haven't maybe thought about before. I have never thought about playing Sweet Child of Mine as a solo acoustic song, so that's dope. Uh-oh. This is where that wah solo comes in. Here it comes. It would be like right in here. It's coming up so close. Is he gonna do it? Okay, he did a really tasteful set of diminished runs. Those are all. It's on a dominant chord, so you can use diminished scale because if you take the 3rd, 5th, and 7th of your dominant chord, you get a diminished chord. That's for you music theory people out there. Nice evenness with his rasgueados. Dude is slick. Dude is 100% slick. I will, of course, watch more of these videos. Yeah. No. That's super awesome. Plus, it's not really a thing that I do, which, as a guitarist, it's fun to watch people play guitar who do things you don't do, right? Because if you do the same thing as somebody, then you're like, I could do that better, or I could do whatever. But I don't really do a lot of this tapping on the acoustic guitar thing. It's not really a thing that I do. So I really enjoy watching other people do it because I'm like, oh, it's a breath of fresh air. I have no idea if this was fun for you, but it's fun for me. I'm Ellis. Check out a Patreon if you want to, help a brother out. I will see you somewhere else so soon.